Music. Are you ready to make a statement today? One of the coolest things about track and field is watching women do what they do best, breaking old records and making new ones. Sha'Carri Richardson loves making history. This season, the amazing sprinter really showed everyone what she could do. She just lost the 200-meter race to Tori Lewis. The cameras caught it all. Lewis is actually out of the picture from her view. We said she started well. Tori Lewis is only 19 years old and finished really strong. You could throw a blanket over Lewis, Richardson, Clark, and Battle. Richardson had to find a way to get back in the game. What better way could she get back on track before the Olympics? If it's not the Prefontaine Classic, then I don't know what is. Every year, the Pre-Classic brings together some of the world's best athletes. This women's 100-meter race was no different. Sha'Carri's performances at the Prefontaine Classic over the years have been like a roller coaster. Sometimes really good, sometimes not so great. In the summer of 2021, 21-year-old Sha'Carri Richardson got ready for one of the most exciting and competitive 100-meter races ever at the Nike Prefontaine Classic. The lineup had many track and field legends, including Shelley and Fraser Price, Shericka Jackson, and Elaine Thompson-Herah from Jamaica. Marie-Josie Talu from the Ivory Coast was there too. Coming back after the Tokyo Olympics was Sha'Carri Richardson from the United States. But Elaine Thompson-Herah was expected to win the race because she had just made history 20 days earlier at the Tokyo Olympics by winning both the 100 and 200 meters. On that day in 2021, Sha'Carri Richardson had a tough time at the Pre-Classic. She finished 9th in the women's 100 meters. This was really disappointing because it came right after she couldn't go to the Tokyo Olympics because she failed a drug test for marijuana. This was a big blow for Richardson and her fans. But if anything, the disappointment made her want to come back even stronger. Ever since then, she has done amazing things. Over the past 3 years, she has shown she's one of the most determined athletes in sprinting history. I totally agree with Sha'Carri fans that this woman is on a completely different level. In 2022, she ran her season's best time of 10.85 seconds. That was much better than her 2021 Pre-Classic performance. But she didn't make it to the World Championships at Hayward Field. She used that disappointment to push herself even harder the next year. In 2023, she came back to the Prefontaine Classic in a big way. She went on to win her first Diamond League victory in Doha. Richardson's going to get it. New meeting record, 10.77. The win was legal. I said watch out for her. Then she had another awesome win at the United States National Championships. Her biggest achievement came at the World Championships in Budapest, where she won the gold medal in the women's 100 meters. This win told the world that Richardson was back and ready to take her place as one of the top sprinters in the sport. She reached the top by setting a championship record time of 10.65 seconds at the global finals in Budapest. Hungary, she beat top competitors like Shericka Jackson and Shelley and Fraser Price. That every fan of Sha'Carri knows that Elaine Thompson-Herah has been very hard to beat. It's clear that Sha'Carri has had a hard time competing against this sprinter. Just last year in Lausanne, Switzerland, Sha'Carri Richardson managed to beat Elaine Thompson-Herah in a race, even though the conditions were tough with a strong headwind slowing the runners down. She won by just a tiny bit, running 11.29 seconds to Elaine's 11.30 seconds. Now in 2024, an Olympic year, athletes are fighting for the gold medal and need to prove how good they are. This year's Prefontaine Classic in Eugene, Oregon, turned out to be epic, with almost everyone in the track world taking part. The highlights included a major 200-meter battle with Ryan Crouser, Courtney Lindsay, and Kenny Bednarek, and one of the most competitive mile fields ever. But the spotlight was on the women's 100-meter race a showdown between Sha'Carri Richardson and Elaine Thompson-Herah. Sha'Carri Richardson hadn't run a single 100-meter dash in 2024 yet. She had competed in a couple of 200-meter races in the Diamond Lake in China, but those didn't show her top fitness right now. But in recent 100-meter dashes, Sha'Carri has been doing great, showing she's ready to run fast. Elaine Thompson-Herah was also making her 2024 debut in the 100 meters, getting ready to defend her Olympic title. Overall, the competition featured the defending Olympic champion, the defending world champion, the current 60-meter indoor world champion, and the consistent sprinter Marie-Josée Ta-Lou, who recently ran 10.91 seconds at the Jamaican Invitational. This time, Sha'Carri was out for dominance, and dominate she did. After a series of not-so-great performances early this year, Sha'Carri Richardson won the women's 100 meters at the Diamond League Prefontaine Classic in Eugene. The spirited Richardson powered through to the finish line triumphantly, breaking the tape comfortably. A 1-meter win there for Sha'Carri Richardson, 10.83. For Sha'Carri Richardson, the reigning world champion had a strong start, but was initially behind Julian Alfred at the 30-meter mark. Richardson surged ahead and finished in 10.83 seconds. Alfred came in second with a time of 10.93, while Dina Asher-Smith took third in 10.98, just ahead of fellow Brit Darrell Maida. Melissa Jefferson was the second American, finishing fifth, followed by Marie-Josée Ta-Lou from Ivory Coast. Unfortunately, Thompson-Herah struggled at the event, finishing last among the 9 competitors. After a brief moment of reflection, Richardson stood up, flashed a smile, and waved to the cheering crowd at Hayward Field. Even though the event turned out victorious for her, she said in an interview that she was nervous before her 100-meter season debut. She said, "I would not be human to say that I wasn't nervous, but as my coach said, use that nervousness as motivation. Honestly, I feel great about my race. I feel like I'm continuing to grow and develop as a mature young lady, a mature athlete." When asked how she felt about her race, she said, I feel great about my race. I feel like I continue to grow and develop into a mature young lady, a mature athlete, as well as a vessel that I am put on this earth to do, to become, to continue to grow. When asked about what her next couple of weeks would look like, she replied, grinding, focusing, growing, and getting ready for trials. Following this amazing performance, many fans under the Shade Room reported their thoughts about Richardson's recent win. One fan wrote, "This has to be the best comeback I've ever witnessed. She's been meaning business ever since you all counted her out." Another replied, "She has everything. She makes me so happy. I'm proud of her journey and I hope she receives all her flowers." And we keep an eye on the middle of track, but it's Julian Alfred now with the lead. But here comes Sha'Carri Richardson. World champion takes down the field. 10.83 for Sha'Carri Richardson. A lot of questions have been answered. Sha'Carri is ready for the Olympic trials, no doubt. Meanwhile, Richardson will have another shot at securing a place on the U.S. team for the Paris Olympics at the upcoming Olympic trials next month in Eugene. Since her participation in the Tokyo Games was denied in 2021, the Prefontaine Classic will provide crucial preparation for a spot in the Olympic. Team Dot, when asked if she'd compete before the Olympic trials, her response was mysterious. "We'll see. What do you think? Will she deliver yet another jaw-dropping performance?" We'd love to know your thoughts in the comments section. Also, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.